Taurus is the second sign of the zodiac, considered as governing that portion of the year from about April 20th to about May 20th. Taurus is ruled by Venus, the enchanting planet that governs love, beauty, and money. Taurus's Venusian influence make this earth sign the most sensual of the zodiac. These cosmic oxen are enchanted by any physical manifestation of comfort and luxury. Pleasure is a necessity for Epicurean Taurians, and they feel most content when pampered. Taurus governs the neck, so neck caresses are especially irresistible to these bulls. They deconstruct situations carefully, pull them apart in order to understand how things work and what makes people tick. This takes a while, hence them seeming lazy, and when it's done means that their conclusions are thorough and rock solid, hence why they seem stubborn, because they know their own mind. Taurians can be gentle and they can be fierce, they don't like to be pushed, they have strong opinions, and they love their home comforts. If you want something done, ask a Taurus. There is no task or challenge that will beat them. They have endless reserves of tenacity, patience, and resilience. Like the tide on the shore, they'll just keep coming back at it. Until it becomes something which, seriously, it's time to move on from, i.e. relationships, feuds, hot dog eating competitions, etc. Taurians live life at a slower pace than most other people. They're usually late for stuff, too. What actually drives this is a deeply held desire to ponder and consider their every move, as well as yours. They like to analyze everything. And it's this eternal deliberation which makes them so darn stubborn. They have already thought it all through, trust me, and therefore are totally clear on and committed to where they stand. Taurians are intensely physical creatures. They revere the pleasures of the material world, rather than imaginative capers or fantasy stories. So, food, drink, chilling, pampering, shopping, sex. Basically, that's it. That activity combo is what makes Taurus tick. And they can have difficulty finding the off button for the aforementioned. This can lead them into trouble. There's a gravity to their presence that's unmistakable. Taurus has a luxuriousness about them that's alluring and attractive. Their voice and movements have a honey-like quality, slow and sweet. Their eyes are magnetic, with lush eyelashes and a powerful gaze. They may have accentuated their necks with jewelry or tattoos. If you spot someone who makes drinking coffee look chic or chews bubble gum in a miraculously not completely annoying way, they may be a Taurus. When they're not working, they really know how to relax, but when they focus on getting a job done, they're total workhorses. While the last earth sign on the zodiac wheel, Capricorn, works hard and plays hard, as the old cliché goes, intuitive Taurus is a compassionate listener and fantastic storyteller. They can be shy at first, but they're entertaining and engaging once they get going. Taurus keenly understands that being a good listener is part of being a good friend, lover, or family member. They may respect being a good listener because they can also be very sensitive about not being heard. They might not be quick to share their thoughts with people who they are unsure will really listen. Taurus is steady and reliable, which can make them stubborn, set in their ways, and resistant to change. Taurus seeks comfort and luxury in life. They can be a bit too indulgent with food and alcohol, and they have a tendency to become materialistic. If you're dealing with a stubborn Taurus, affirm their feelings while also standing your ground. For example, you might say, "I understand where you're coming from, but I'm just trying to share my perspective with you. I respect your point of view, and I would really love it if you could respect mine." If you're a stubborn Taurus, work on opening your mind to others' perspectives. If you're tempted to dismiss someone's input, pause and take a minute to really consider where they're coming from. The people around you may have insights that will help you reach your fullest potential. Anyone who knows a Taurus will know they like nice things. Taurians are incredibly loyal and practical folks who take comfort in the tangible things around them. They're often drawn to the security that money can bring, and having things of monetary value can give Taurians a sense of accomplishment. Plus, they just like to have nice things. Taurians are known for appreciating beauty, so it's no wonder that they'd be drawn to luxuries. So if you want to understand why Taurians might be a bit materialistic, it's because they're looking for security, accomplishment, and the feeling of being surrounded by beauty. For some, this can be off-putting as not everyone values luxurious items and flashing the cash. It's good for Taurians to bear this in mind, and to try to keep their obvious love of luxury to a tasteful minimum where possible. Taurians are known to be possessive because they want to make sure that their possessions and relationships are secure. They don't like change, so it can be difficult for them to accept when things don't go as expected. Being possessive also ensures that Taurians remain in control, which reflects their natural stubbornness and aversion to surprises. Additionally, they may be trying to protect themselves from the pain of loss, so it's best for them to remember that change can lead to growth and opportunity. Ultimately, Taurians should strive for balance when it comes to their possessiveness. While it's important to maintain security and stability, letting go of control can open up a world of possibilities. Taurians are notoriously short-tempered, and it can be a bit of a challenge for them to keep their cool. This is because Taurus is ruled by Venus, the planet of emotions, which means that Taurians often have strong feelings and reactions when something upsets them. They also tend to be very stubborn and fixed in their opinions, so when something doesn't go their way, it can be difficult for them to adjust or accept a different point of view. On top of all that, Taurians are naturally very headstrong and tend to want to get things done their way, which can lead to frustration if they feel like someone is trying to infringe on their independence. All of these things can add up to a short fuse. You have been warned. While Taurus isn't non-committal, they do tend to have a slow and steady approach to dating. Your Taurus man might have preferred to go on just one date a week for the first month or two of dating, but once you've said, "I love you," he wants to see you all the time. He's a romantic, so he might bake you cookies out of nowhere or surprise you with flowers. Just one thing, Taurus can be a bit of a homebody, so if you prefer going out to staying in, you're probably going to be the need to be the one to suggest where to go for date night. Taurus women are considered to be the most faithful of all zodiac signs in astrology and shall always stay by their partner's side, during good or bad times. However, when tougher times prevail, it may bring in the worst in you. Seeking attention and gestures of love and affection will go a long way with your caring bull nature. In terms of your love compatibility with other zodiacs, you could get along the best match with Cancer, Capricorn, and Pisces male.